What's up guys, it's Timmy with Truckhouse Life, and today I'm going to be talking about the Webasto Diesel Heater that I installed in my camper and let you know what I think of it. So let's get to it. Welcome to Truckhouse Life, baby. So right off the bat, I have two disclaimers I'm going to give you guys. The first is I paid for this Webasto Diesel Heater in full. This is not a sponsored video. This is my honest opinion of how it works. My second disclosure is this camper is spray foam insulated, so you might have different results. The spray foam really locks in all the air, makes it super efficient, really traps in the heat or the cold. So if you don't have really good insulation, you might have different results. As some of you guys know, I live in Alaska, which is obviously pretty cold about half the year. And I really wanted another heat source besides my wood stove. That way I wouldn't have to wake up every 2 hours and stoke the fire. And also so I can just get the heat going in the camper really quick and not have to wait for a wood stove to warm it up. Before I installed the Webasto, I had a propane Dometic 16,000 BTU furnace, and it was kind of a piece. It just never really worked. Always had problems and backdraft exhaust issues. So I wanted to remove that and put something else in its place, which is where the Webasto Diesel Heater came in. The single and only downside I can think of is the price. It's kind of expensive. I paid about $950 for the Webasto Diesel Heater, all the components, and shipping up here to Alaska. So it is expensive, but it's worth every penny. If I could do it all over again, I would buy the diesel heater hands down, period. I'll never buy a propane furnace the rest of my life for a camper. When I decided to replace the propane furnace with a diesel heater, I did a whole bunch of research. I looked into Webasto and Espar, kind of the brand name diesel heaters, and then I looked into the cheaper $200 Chinese diesel heaters. One thing I liked about the brand name, more expensive diesel heaters is, number one, the quality control is tenfold over the Chinese diesel heaters. All the electrical components of the Webasto and Espar diesel heaters are watertight, water sealed, and the Chinese ones are not. So the Chinese diesel heaters are susceptible to weather and moisture and water damage, so you have to watch out for that. The other reason I went with the more quality diesel heater is I've had really bad experiences with Chinese products in general. And since my camper is literally a tinderbox, I don't even want to go there as far as electrical fires. So you guys seeing all these mosquitoes flying around? They're out. Springtime in Alaska. So right after I installed the Webasto Diesel Heater, I tested it out immediately and it worked awesome. I was just shocked because something actually worked the first time. Just recently, I went on a trip that really put the Webasto Diesel Heater to the test. I went on a trip for 2 weeks, totally off grid with the truck house, and it was all winter camping the entire time. Often the temperature would be down to -30 and crazy winds blowing, and it was just a really good test for the heater. I turned on the Webasto Diesel Heater at the beginning of the 2-week trip and left it on for the entire trip. I never turned it off. So I essentially ran the diesel heater for 14 days straight. Now keep in mind, like I said before, this whole camper is spray foam insulated, so that makes a really big difference as far as trapping the heat in and efficiency. So you might not see results like I did, but if you have a spray foamed area with the Webasto Diesel Heater, I think you'll see close to the same results, which are really impressive. My findings are if the temperature is below 0 Fahrenheit outside, which is really cold, if you run the heater for 24 hours, I was using about 1/2 gallon of diesel. So 1/2 gallon of diesel every 24 hours. I consider that super efficient. I think that's incredible, and especially to keep the camper a super cozy 70 degrees. And now we'll move on to the next topic, which is battery consumption. I know a lot of you guys are probably curious how much energy, how much battery power the Webasto Diesel Heater uses up. So first off, I have two Battleborn batteries, which are 100 amp hours each. So I have a combined total of 200 amp hours of battery power. On the roof of my truck house, I have a 100 watt Renogy solar panel. That's my main way I charge the batteries, is just with that 100 watt solar panel. I also carry a Honda 1000 watt generator just in case my batteries get super low and I need to charge them up. So during the day, my 100 watt solar panel was able to keep the Battleborn batteries charged at 100% the entire day, running the diesel heater, running the fridge freezer, all that kind of stuff. Now when nightfall hit and the sun went down, what I noticed is running my Webasto diesel heater and running my fridge and freezer and having my lights on and watching a movie occasionally on my TV and charging my drone and my laptop and my cell phone and my camera, charging all these batteries. I'd wake up in the morning and my Battleborn batteries would be depleted down to about 93% from 100%, which is awesome because that means running the Webasto diesel heater all night, I used no more than 7% of my battery reserve. And keep in mind, my batteries were also running the fridge and freezer, the TV, the lights, powering all my appliances, and I think that's pretty awesome. And the sweetest part is every single day, my 100 watt solar panels would charge my batteries back up to 100% again. So I was completely off grid. I did not have to use the Honda 1000 gas generator a single time to charge my batteries. Just that 100 watt solar panel and the lithium batteries were able to keep this Webasto going for 2 weeks straight, which is awesome. The Dometic 16,000 BTU heater I had in here before the Webasto was a battery hog. I remember I didn't have as good a battery system in here. It was only 45 amp hours, but that Dometic propane heater would literally kill my battery in about 6 to 8 hours if it was just running. It's super inefficient compared to this Webasto diesel heater. So definitely go with the diesel heater as far as battery consumption goes. When the diesel heater first fires up, it has glow plugs, obviously. So you're gonna notice a little bit more of a power draw while the glow plugs are running the first couple minutes to start the heater. And as soon as the glow plugs turn off, your power draw gets super low again. And then the diesel heater just sips on battery power. So the other sweet part about the Webasto is you can get a digital thermostat from Webasto, and you're able to actually program the Webasto diesel heater to come on when you go take off on a trip. So let's say I'm not around the camper and I need to keep my water from freezing and food from freezing. I can basically set different times for the heater to come on throughout the day and warm the camper up, and it's awesome. Just keeps everything from freezing. I actually get to test out the timed programmable digital thermostat feature. I went out to a couple of different Alaskan lodges up here on my snow machine and left the camper behind for 4 days. So the digital timer came on 4 times a day and kept everything from freezing in the camper for 4 days straight, and I only used a 1/4 gallon of diesel. I think that's incredible. And obviously my battery was 100%. Didn't deplete my battery at all because of the 100 watt solar panel. And it kept the water from freezing, my food from freezing, and it only used 1/4 a gallon of diesel, if you can believe that, for 4 days. A lot of you guys are probably wondering where I came up with these numbers, and I'll tell you where. My Battleborn battery system has a Bluetooth monitoring system, so I can see exactly how much solar is coming in. So let's check it right now. Probably not that much because there's super cloudy out. So no solar is coming in right now. Let's go to the battery charge though. So right now my batteries are at 100%, and it tells me the exact power draw. So I was actually able to see how the Webasto would draw more power in the beginning and how it'd go away. Pretty cool feature. And that's about it, I suppose. I've been super impressed with the heater. The installation really wasn't too bad. So if you guys want to see a video on how to install the Webasto diesel heater, you can check out my YouTube channel and look it up on there. You'll find it, and that will probably help you out with any kind of general install of the Webasto diesel heater for a van or an RV, camper, boat, whatever you want to put it in. And I guess that's about it for the review. I would highly, highly, highly recommend this diesel heater. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd buy this heater hands down. Well, there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed this review on the Webasto Airtop diesel heater. I'd seriously recommend the Webasto diesel heater, and if you're looking into investing in a heater that's gonna last you a long time and is reliable and actually just works great, check out the Webasto Diesel Heater. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this kind of review content and if you enjoy adventure videos. I usually do one video a week at least, and we'll see you next time. Peace, y'all.